Hey, I'm Jocelyn with Wolters World, and this video is 5 tips to think about before you book an Airbnb. So of course you know to look at location and public transportation and all those other things, but here are 5 that you might not think of that can seriously impact your stay. First, how do you check in and how do you check out? Are you able to get a late arrival or an early arrival or late checkout the next day? How does that work? Also, how do you actually get into the building? Is there a keypad? Is there a lockbox? Do you have to meet somebody in person? Let me tell you, we've had to meet people and we've stood in freezing cold rain for an hour waiting for somebody to come and meet us. So those things can impact how you stay somewhere and whether or not it really works for you and your group. Second, and this might be the most important thing, is communication. How do you talk to the owners or the managers? Are you just emailing them? Because emails can take a long time. Do you have a phone number? Can you text people right away and get an answer back really quickly? You know, the last Airbnb that we stayed in had a keyless entry and we had to put in numbers, but guess what? It was dead. And so we then were stuck emailing people, and that was a huge pain. So it affected both check-in and it also affected how our communication went with the people. Eventually, after several emails and sitting outside San Antonio for about 15 or 20 minutes, they gave us a phone number and we were able to talk to someone and get things resolved quickly. But those kind of communication things can be a big pain in the rear end when you're staying somewhere. So to help that, you might want to get that information ahead of time and talk to the people and see if you can't get a phone number or some kind of instant messaging right away. So check that before you check in. House rules are something else that you should really look at and read the fine print on them. Sometimes it says no parties, and that just means no actual parties. But sometimes they mean you can't even have somebody over for dinner. We've rented this Airbnb over Thanksgiving, and we had my uncle come and stay just for the day and have dinner with us, which was wonderful. And we cleared that ahead of time to make sure that that wasn't an issue. So think about those rules before you book and make sure that there's something that you can live with, because if you accidentally go across one of those, it can really ruin your rating as a renter, and that will affect all of your rentals from here on out. My 4th tip regards booking. Is it instant book or is it a request to book? Sometimes I find a place that's really wonderful and I've got months until we're gonna stay there, so I can go ahead and do request to book, and I can wait 24 to 48 hours, sometimes even 72 hours, to get a reply back, and that's not a big deal. Other times, I'm booking just a few days or maybe a week out, and while I'm waiting for that, if I have to request to book, that may cause an issue for us, and we may be losing all these other places that we could instantly book. So sometimes instant booking is something you really need to have. Other times you can wait. So you need to make that decision beforehand. My 5th tip is really difficult, but it's something that you should kind of just be aware of. You need to know whether or not that Airbnb is legal. How do you know? Well, you might not. But when you check into a place, and this happens more often in urban areas than it does with like single houses, off cabin in the woods kind of thing. So sometimes you'll go in, say you're booking an apartment in New York City and there's a concierge at the front door, right? And they're kind of weird about letting you in, and then people see you and then they find out that you're staying there and it's not legal for you to be staying there. Of course, you don't know. But the way it affects you is that somebody sees that, calls it in, and you get kicked out and you have nowhere to stay. So kind of look through things and read the reviews and make sure that people haven't had weird little issues with that before. If the reviews say that people were uncomfortable, or that, the people at the front desk or the other people in the building were standoffish and kind of questioning why you were there and what you were doing, those might be signs that you shouldn't book that place. So those are my 5 tips for things that you may not think about when booking an Airbnb or a vacation rental. I have a much longer list of things that you should take into consideration on my channel, Simply Jocelyn, so you can go and check that out. We'll have a little button here so you can link to it, and you can see all the other things I take into consideration when booking. I hope this helps you. Bye.